This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning for September 16, 2023, gunmen make off with more than $1 million from bank in Westmoreland. Several gunmen conducted a daring daylight bank robbery at the National People's Cooperative Bank on Main Street in Greenwich Hill, Westmoreland on Friday morning. No one was injured during the incident, in which more than $1 million was stolen, the police have reported. Information reaching the news indicated that around 9:20 a.m., a gray sedan motorcar drove to the front of the building, and the three men, one armed with a rifle and the two with handguns, entered. The police said the men held up an employee and ordered her to open the vault. The manager complied, and the gunmen reportedly took $1,290,240 from the vault. They ran back to the waiting motorcar, in which they escaped, the police said. Person of interest held in disappearance of Polwell's daughter and her mom. There is a major development in the case of MP Philip Polwell's missing daughter and her mother. A person whom the police believe can help in their investigations was removed from an aircraft at one of the island's two international airports as that person attempted to leave the island yesterday afternoon. The news sources indicated that the individual was questioned about last Saturday's disappearance of 10-month-old Saraya Polwell and her mother, 27-year-old Tashana Patterson. Sources say the police are making good progress in their investigation of the missing mother and the child. Meanwhile, Member of Parliament for Kingston East and Port Royal Philip Polwell earlier issued a statement on the disappearance of his daughter and the child's mother. The woman and child have been missing since last Saturday when they left their Gilmore Drive home in Kingston 20. In a statement on social media, the MP described the last week as horrific. He said he has dealt with many things in his life, but the disappearance of his child and her mother is by far the most difficult thing I have ever had to navigate. He said he has spent most of his time in dialogue with the police and the persons he believes could assist in locating them, but at this point, nothing has brought them closer to finding the two. Mr. Polwell said he is not concerned with the various theories circulating on social media and is pleading with anyone who knows of their whereabouts to contact the authorities, family members, or him. Police arrest a suspect in murder of homeless people in St. Anne. The St. Anne police have arrested a suspect implicated in the murder of 5 people in the parish. The majority of the victims were homeless or mentally ill. He is expected to be charged in the coming days. Senior Superintendent Dwight Powell, commanding officer for the St. Anne Division, said the suspect was arrested Thursday in the Ocho Rios area. Superintendent Powell, while lauding detectives assigned to the Ocho Rios Criminal Investigation Department and the members of the St. Anne Proactive Investigation Unit, said the police will continue its efforts to ensure safety in the parish. He urged the members of the public to assist the investigation by contacting the St. Anne Police or any of the police confidential numbers, including 311 or 811. Despite the challenges with the murders in the parish, we are confident that those which cannot be prevented, we will work relentlessly to solve, he declared. Dismissed the farm workers to be re-engaged. The Labor Ministry has indicated that it will be re-engaging the group of farm workers who were unceremoniously shipped back here last month after they in June blew the whistle on their farm's management over their subpar living conditions. Friday, the ministry, in response to questions from the news regarding the welfare of the workers, said upon conclusion of its investigations regarding the recent subset of farm workers who were prematurely repatriated in early August, it has decided to place the workers on other farms when the new season of operations begin in January 2024. According to the ministry, it can confirm that the prematurely repatriated group were not blacklisted. No complaints were filed against these workers, and there were no reports of a breach of contract against them, the ministry stated. In the meantime, the ministry reiterated its commitment to resolving any issues that threaten the longevity of the program, adding that it remains steadfast in protecting the rights of workers and maintaining the integrity of the program while expanding same. The men who had stayed off the job for a day in protest after their living quarters were flooded with wastewater landed in Jamaica on Tuesday, August 7, a day after the island ended its independence celebrations. A member of the group alleged that the abrupt dismissal was a payback for them blowing the whistle in June. The news was told that the men received the news of their departure while they were in the field on Friday, August 4. Labor Minister Pernell Charles Jr., shortly after the matter was brought to his attention by the news, arranged for the face-to-face meeting with the workers who felt they were victimized for going public with a video capturing their circumstances. The ministry, following the meeting with the dismissed men, had, in a response to their complaints, said that preliminary investigations have revealed that for the farm in issue, there has been notable fallout in production yield from the early cycle crops, asparagus and the strawberry. It further said that based on changes in climatic conditions, spring frost impacted the crop production, causing a decline in projected yields. According to the ministry, early cessation of employment is a common occurrence based on circumstances affecting crop production, as is observed on several farms in Canada. The ministry added that several farm workers who were party to the complaint by the Jamaicans about the conditions on the farm in June are still on the job in Canada. The video, which had been shared on several social media platforms and was also sent to the news at that time, showed overflowing toilets and the bathroom facilities and the waterlogged flooring in the bunkhouse, which features an open plan layout. In one video, workers recorded a meeting between themselves and their handler, who in a tirade punctuated by expletives accused them of deliberately pouring grease down the drains on more than one occasion to cause the unsightly flooding. The man whose voice dominated the video interrupted the workers' attempts to deny any such activity. Following the media highlight by the farm workers, Charles ordered an immediate investigation into the living conditions and the work environment of the farm workers from that location. Then, in July, the Ministry of Labor and Social Security said it would be identifying additional platforms through which farm workers can blow the whistle freely and voice their issues and complaints without fearing backlash or victimization from their handlers. In October last year, a fact-finding delegation was sent to investigate conditions on farms across Canada following the release of a letter written by Jamaican workers there and advocacy from injured migrant farm workers. That team, the findings of which were released in April this year, countered the complaints of the workers, stating that the majority of workers were pleased with the program and disputed that the working conditions were akin to slavery. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.